Alright, welcome YouTube. If you are following or watching any of my previous videos, my previous video I talked about various pistol calibers in personal defense and which ones you should use. Now I did mention about stopping power, and that's what this video is about today, to demyth stopping power. So as you notice behind me, I have a target behind me that has the vital organs, the lungs, then the digestive tract, the stomach, kidneys, the liver, things of that nature. Now, the reason why I'm going to talk about this is because a lot of people do not understand or know that stopping power is a myth, and I'm going to explain to you why it's a myth and why people thought that it was stopping power, so to speak. First of all, pistol rounds are only a deterrent to either get someone off of you or to get out of a situation, or if the situation is serious enough and there's still a threat, to get you to what is effective, which is a rifle. That's why when military drop into a deployment, they carry rifles with them, because rifles are effective. Yes, they do use pistols as a sidearm, but that's all it is a sidearm. It's a deterrent. There's no such thing as stopping power, and I'm going to explain why. In order to be successful and to make your pistol work for you, so to speak, in defending yourself, it's all about shot placement. And there's 3 places that you need to shoot. The caliber doesn't matter, because I'll tell you, if you shoot someone in the head with a .22, they're going to die. That's why I said caliber doesn't matter. There's no such thing as stopping power. It's all about shot placement. So there's 3 places: blood, brain, and bone. And I'm going to mark that on this target behind me. So, blood. The reason why they say center mass, you want to aim for the center mass. We've all heard the term if you watched American Sniper. If you aim small, you miss small. The reason why they say center mass, right here. That's where blood comes into play. You aim center mass, you have a chance of hitting the lung. If you hit the lung, it will cause them to suffocate, so to speak, because in order to save them, you would need to trach them, because their lungs would deflate and they'd suffocate and wouldn't be able to breathe. If you happen to hit here, dead center, which is the sternum, you would hit the heart. That's where blood comes into play. They'll bleed out, and that's it. Lights out. Now, this is the part where I want to explain to you about stopping power. Because anyone that hunts or shoots, they always aim for the heart. Reason being, you aim for the heart, you cause blood loss. What does blood loss do? Cause unconsciousness. Now, in the time if they shoot someone in the heart and they fall over, people thought, oh, it's stopping power, or it put them down. That's not that case. That's not what happened. What happened is hydrostatic shock. It was a large amount of blood loss, hit him in the heart, and lights out, instant unconsciousness. That's exactly what happened. So that's where that myth of stopping power came into play. It's never about the caliber, it's always about shot placement. Now the second point is brain. And you would like to aim right here. And we've all heard that term, right in between the eyes. Okay, the reason why you want to aim right in between the eyes is because we all have 2 halves to a brain. Right side and a left side. All right, so if you shoot them right in between the eyes, it's hitting both hemispheres. And anytime you know a headshot, not necessarily always a dead-on kill, because there are cases where people have been shot in the head. It's a small percentage, like 5%, people survive being shot in the head, but even then they're not as right as they used to be before they were shot. But if you aim center, right in between the eyes, you hit both hemispheres and you decrease whatever 5% chance they had of living because you're damaging both hemispheres. If you shoot anywhere here or here, you're only hitting one side of the brain, and that's still a possibility. Like I said, that 5% that would give them a chance of survivability. But when you destroy both hemispheres, that's it. No chance. Now, the third part is bone, which is less effective because I always prefer center mass, or if the threat doesn't want to continue, then you put them down for good. Brain. Kill the head, the body will follow. That's always the typical way you want to go if you want to neutralize a threat. Bone is less effective, but it's more for so capacitating, incapacitating, so to speak, the threat. So what I mean by bone is you could hit anywhere in here. Meaning you can hit a hip, or you can hit them in the arm, or you can hit them in the leg. Now the leg, you probably want to go there, and the reason being because even though the femur is considered the most strongest bone, you could probably nick an artery and it'll still cause him to bleed out, cause blood loss, and unconsciousness, bleeds out too long, death. Because even if you hit him in the leg, you could possibly break the bone, and there you go. He's incapacitated. He's no longer able to put pressure on that leg and continue attacking you. If you shoot him in the arm, they have a lot more higher livelihood to survive, and that'll only just stop them. But of course, you know, they could be ambidextrous. You could take that chance and probably switch arms and switch hands and continue shooting. But that's why I say hitting the bone is not as effective as center mass or brain, but it's still effective enough. It just depends on the situation and what you're actually trying to accomplish as far as defending yourself. But if you hit bone, it'll incapacitate him, it'll slow him down, not necessarily stop him, but it'll still get the job done. So this concludes my video. This is what I want to talk to you guys about: demything stopping power and understanding that it's all about shot placement. That's all that matters. Well-placed hit to either incapacitate or stop the threat. Thank you again. This is Reaper 556. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I appreciate your time.